It's November 1st. The first day that Whitetail is open in this zone with rifle. So we're excited to be out. Over the course of the last few months, we've been getting a lot of really nice whitetail pictures on our trail cameras. Like I said, it's me and Mark today, but in our hearts and on our minds is Kyle. We lost Kyle a couple months ago. He passed away. So this is going to be our first November whitetail season without him, but he is going to be in our hearts and definitely on our minds. I've already seen a couple coyotes tonight. I hate not taking the opportunity, but I just want to minimize my activity in this area. I don't want to run anything out of here or spook the deer any more than necessary. Well, we got the whole crew out for hunt camp. We'll be here all week. Just heading into my blind. I'll check the cards, see what story the trail cameras tell. It's a sad year this year, as we lost Kyle to some medical issues. He passed away in mid-September, and I can't walk out into a bush or drive out to camp or sit and hunt without thinking about him. And Kyle and I shared some great experiences. We hunted a lot together, and some of the memories we made, I know, are going to be some of the dearest memories for the rest of my life. And to have some of those adventures caught on film, that's, quite special. We don't consider ourselves by any means to be professionals. We're not guides. We don't go on guided hunts. It's just do it yourself. Here in Alberta, any resident can do what we do. But the family's together. And I know Kyle is in each of our hearts this week. I've never been in a room that wasn't made better by having Kyle in it. I'm going to sit here, continue to wait. I'll rattle in a little bit. And I'm just going to take a moment to go through some memories and think back of some of the great times that I was able to share with Kyle. I just did a doe bleat and heard some crashing in the bush, and a cow and a couple calf moose just came running out in front of me. Pretty cool. And I'm still hearing some noises. So there might be something else in that bush. I wonder if those cows might have jumped something up for me. We'll see, I guess. There's a bull. Had a couple cow moose come crashing out of the bush, and could still hear some crashing, and sure enough, a bull came out after them. And then a few minutes later, a second bull came out from there. So that's 5 moose just in that little tiny corner bush. That's pretty cool. We never know what you're gonna see out here. Still waiting for that whitetail though. don't know what to say. When I set up in here, I knew other hunters come in here, and a number of them do it with a truck. And to each their own. But when you're sitting, you're never really going to be a big fan of somebody coming up on you in a truck. But I knew it was a possibility, and sure enough, it just happened. I think they were probably chasing moose. They came, they saw me, the hunters came in, they saw me, and turned around out of here, so I appreciate that they recognized I was sitting here, and they respected that and backed out, and I hope I didn't mess up their hunt, because I'm pretty sure they were probably after that moose, but that being said, there's plenty of moose that caliber around, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to find one that caliber and harvest it, but a bit of a gong show. Mark's with me tonight. We're at the same bush where we've been sitting. It's quite a big bush. We're on the southeast corner. Decided that we're going to sit out kind of in this field here. There's a bit of standing crop, and we're just going to find a high point and sit and wait and try to catch something sneaking out of this bush. So I will say this is a first for me. No blind or anything, just sitting in the middle of a bald field. Looks like a muley. Not a bad buck. Yeah, he's not great forks. Doesn't have huge front forks, but good back forks. A decent little buck. I have trail cam pics of that deer. I think it's the one Nikolai found his shed. Oh, really? Yeah. The whole time he didn't even look at us. I know. He's kind of getting to be downwind of us now. Oh, there he is. There's do a little Travis magic. He's right about here. There's a buck stepping up. I think it's a muley. Looks like a nice buck. You see him there? Wrong species. It's a nice buck. Can you see him? Yeah, we're hunting whitetail, and yeah, that was not the species we're after. But on a sit like tonight, we saw two really nice mule deer. I mean, and that's a win. What more can you ask for? What a great encounter. So this morning, Mark and myself are back where we were yesterday. Yesterday morning, Travis saw a really nice whitetail, so we wanted to kind of stick to this area and try to get on him. As we were walking into the bush, we jumped a really nice whitetail, light-colored rack. I'm not sure if it's the same one Travis was looking at in the morning, but a nice deer nonetheless. But we spent most of the afternoon walking through here, sitting on some hilltops, doing some grunts, a couple little light rattles. But we're back here this morning. There's a big bush on my right here, and the deer are coming out to feed. to the left. So what we're gonna do is just walk this fence line and try to see if we can catch the bucks coming into bed for the morning. Good day to get out for a walk, but here's to hoping. It's our last day. Me and Mark have to head back tonight, so it could be my last day to hunt this season. So my fingers are definitely crossed. There's a doe right around the corner, so I'm just gonna creep. It could be a buck with her. Nice, dude. Yeah. Did you hear the whack?
Oh yeah.
I smoked him.
I smoked him.
I
went out right in there somewhere.
I knew he was a shooter. I didn't get a real look. I didn't get a head-on look. But last day, last day shooter like that. It was a nice deer.
Yeah, man.
I whacked him. I smoked him good.
Oh, he whopped him. Good.
Oh man, hold on just a second. I gotta catch my breath here. Thank you, brother. Kind of an emotional hunt this week, being that we're a man down and having lost Kyle this year. Mark has been my wingman this week, and he's spent a lot of cold hours sitting in blinds, sitting in the middle of fields, sitting on hilltops, just trying to get it done. And it's the last day of our hunt this week, and you know, you feel like you're gonna go home empty-handed. And you know, it's a last-ditch effort. We're in this area. We were here yesterday, and we knew it was a nice area, and you know, I thought it was a low percentage chance. I was like, what the heck?
I knew to walk this. It's because we jumped him here. And
he was bedded right there yesterday, so I thought, well, maybe there's a chance we'll catch him coming into the bush. We just made it because he was already pretty much at the bush.
We were walking too, because
oh, you know, we
driving in on that. I don't think a whitetail.
No, we parked in the perfect spot. We parked because there was a little hill we could hide behind, and we just walked our way around this hill, and just kind of crept along it, because this is, like I said, where we jumped one yesterday and where it was bedded. So can you believe that worked? I'm not gonna hoot and holler yet.
Yeah, hopefully
we'll wait and we'll get a look at him, but I just want to enjoy the next little bit and walking up to him, and yeah, I just want to go slow and just enjoy it. I whapped him good, and I mean, you could hear the whack. Yeah. Gave that buck about a half hour. We looked at the footage. I'm pretty confident we'll find him. It looked like a real good hit. But we went back to the truck, dropped off the shooting sticks, and I grabbed my Kyle memorial hat, because just he's in our hearts, and I just want to have the hat representing him. And go ahead and walk in. He's a nice deer. Looking at the footage, I'm not sure. I don't think it's the one Trav filmed yesterday. Doesn't matter. He's a nice deer. I think I want to be very pleased. Let's go take a look. right in front of me. I'm starting to panic. We're walking in here. I'm like, I can't see blood. Why is there no blood? We knew this was a trail he ran on. I'm walking, looking at the ground, going, where's the blood? I look up and he's 10 feet away from me. Oh, he's broken.
Oh, that one is nice.
Nothing wrong with that, eh?
No.
Nice deer. Neat character. Look at, it looks like he broke. I'm not sure if you can see it there. Looks like he broke what would have been his G2 off right there.
No brow tines for a whitey.
So it looks like he's broken up here too a little bit, so
Yeah, he's a fighter.
he's a scrapper anyways. I think you gotta be in this bush.
I think he won that fight.
There's so many deer in here. Competitive. You gotta be a bruiser or you're not gonna get you any. Neat, he's got the little white mittens on his feet.
Okay,
That's kind of neat, hey? You see that? White here too, look at it. Same thing on the fronts.
Yeah.
Here I am with my 2019 whitetail. It's been a few years since I've shot a whitetail. This year I really wanted to get it done, especially with Kyle passing. I kind of wanted to get one as a tribute to him, hence the hat I'm wearing here today. Mark and I have spent a lot of hours sitting and in the cold and walking and climbing up hilltops to get to better vantage points, and we put in a good amount of work this year, and really I don't think we saw many whitetail at all. Saw a lot of mule deer. This, I gotta say, I think is the best whitetail we've seen all week. It doesn't have much for brow tines at all. Like I said, I really wanted to get a whitetail down, and I couldn't be happier. I'm just thrilled with this guy. He's got a nice big body. He's gonna be some great meat in the freezer. So we'll drag him out of here, get him loaded up, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week on The Fever. We just got my buck to the truck here and got it loaded up, and you know, as we were dragging it, we were noticing more and more characteristics on him. You know, his hooves are all busted up. He's got a lot of little white patches on him, just a really neat looking deer. But one of the things I find funny is, and Bryce was kidding me about this, he said when Kyle passed away that Kyle would play some jokes on us when we're out in the bush and stuff. Something will happen and we'll be like, damn, that Kyle. And sure enough, Kyle knows how I love brow tines on a whitetail, and I'm not complaining. I do love brow tines on a whitetail, and I'm perfectly happy with this, but I happened to shoot the one buck in this zone with next to nothing for brow tines, so I can't help but feel that Kyle's kind of ribbing me there a little bit on this one, but very happy. Beautiful buck, and you know, what a great way to end off the week.